We ain't rolling. Nah,
Yeah.
nope.
You try to give a nigga a compliment, and then
I'm playing with you today,
know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Not even doing it.
I ain't giving no more
Yeah,
compliments.
you're right. You keep that to yourself.
You know what I mean?
Ha!
Good Peepz, Good Peepz. What's up? What's up?
man?
Sugar Will here.
It's double A with real hair.
Double A with the fresh Steve Harvey.
This is not a man unit. I'm offended.
No, I ain't talking about, I ain't talking about, before we knew it was a toupee, you know what I mean? Because ain't nobody knew that shit was a toupee before.
Yo, saying you got a fresh Steve Harvey anything, you automatically, he got a man unit. No, this is my real hair.
Nah, it's real, but yeah, you looking fresh today. What's up,
appreciate
brother?
it.
You know what I mean? What's up, Good Peeps? Welcome,
good
you know what I
mob?
mean? Thursday, 7:30.
It is weird not wearing a hat.
You chilling with my boy Double A, me
What's up,
Sugar
what's up?
Will. Frequency on the ones and twos, got us looking fresh, you know what I mean? This week, you know what I mean?
This week.
Okay.
The Lord say take it one day at a time.
I am back, you know what I mean?
You on the road right now.
Oh, welcome back to me, you know what
Said
I
I
mean?
got a man
I
unit.
missed you, brothers, you know what I'm saying? But shout out
sisters.
shout out to, I'm talking about y'all. I ain't get to chill with
I
y'all.
thought you was about the mob.
Yeah, I ain't get to chill with y'all last week. Shout out to
That
Crazy.
was last week.
What's up, Crazy Jerry? Thank you for, what I mean, coming in.
Me and Crazy Jerry had a good old time last
You know what
week.
I'm saying? Yeah, she tried to take the seat. I heard her talking slick a little bit.
You know that was coming.
Crazy Jerry always got to talk slick. But listen, we going to get right into it. If you've never seen this show before, it's Good Peeps. Good times was made with Good Peeps. That's how we get down. You know what I mean? Rules and regulations first. We going to go in with them real quick. Double A, rule number 1 is, brother.
Good Peeps don't argue.
We debate, but we don't argue. You know what I mean?
But we do debate.
Listen, we respect people's opinion. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We'll be polite about it.
Rule number 2, you gotta be able to take a joke. For real. You know what I mean?
Started.
Yeah, on this show, we like to have fun, y'all. You know what I mean? This is not a Debbie Downers type show. We don't bicker. Yeah. We like to have fun. So rule number 2, you gotta be able to take a joke. Rule number 3, Double A is.
Rule number 3, chill out, mom.
Chill out, mom.
Yeah, I know y'all might be a little bit overprotective today, so we're gonna really tell y'all to chill out.
Yeah. We got moms that watch the show, so like you said, they think we still 5. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, so we got that rule.
Sleeping in bunk beds. Wild word.
Rule number 4, definitely most important rule.
Capital
I think
letters.
RSPECT. Respect. Yo, respect. Yo, we respect everybody. We on Good Peeps, we rock with everybody.
Put some respect on it.
Everybody. So, rule number 5, Double A is.
Listen, man, like, share, subscribe, tap in, lock in with us everywhere. It's Good Peeps, Good Peeps mob, Good Peeps movement. That's 5 rules. And follow some regulations. Man, let's get right to it, man. I'm excited now.
Yeah, I am too. I am. You know what I mean? We got my.
So where the heck was you at last week, man?
Yeah, we was. You know what I'm saying? I had to rep. I really didn't go, but I had to rep my son. You know what I'm saying? He got to Oregon, went to Oregon National. If y'all don't know him, you know what I mean? Named Jameer Brown. He's in the house with us. You know what I mean? Chip, what up? You know what I mean?
He just walked in here, y'all. He just ran so fast, y'all ain't see him.
Yeah.
We started the show without him.
We got Jameer Brown. Well, if you don't know my son, we all family, so this is a family affair. We all excited about this. You know what I mean? He went out there. Oregon is one of the most elite track venues in track. It is.
Yeah.
It's been up since.
Home of Nike.
Before Jesse Owens and shit. Yeah, that shit. I looked at history. I'm like, 1891. I was like, damn.
It was like America gained its independence and then Oregon track.
Yeah. 1891, man. You know what I mean? So, You got to, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, bro. You know what I mean? I know you about to get big time, and we going to have to probably sign some waivers and shit.
We got NDAs he hit us with. All right.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you was we did our little daddy son thing on our show, but we had to bring you on Good Peepz, bro. You represent, if you don't know, you see it right here. Frequency could probably put the picture up again where he rocked Good Peepz at Oregon for the Nationals, yo. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was it's one of, I ain't say go through the whole monologue. I just said, yeah, you know what I mean? Well, I got this. If you see my shirt, look, it's that there it go right there. We got Good Peepz. That was his jersey. Wearing, man, rock good, and yo, bro, you represented it as well, man. we couldn't go out there and get Tim on nigga.
So what y'all don't know is that Jameer no longer takes out the trash at the crib. Sugar Will does. Yeah. Sugar Will does the chores now.
He never take out the damn trash anyway, you know what I mean? But nah, bro, we appreciate you representing you had a community of people,
what up, Kyle?
Like, for real, watching you. You know, like, we gonna get into it, because we gonna break down some of your best races, like, for people, but just tell the people, like, how it was as far as that experience, as far as the, you know, like, nationally. Like, you feel me?
Yo, I need y'all to peep out this man's swag on this couch right now, man.
Yeah,
I think he run the show and we the guests. Welcome to the Jameer Show featuring Good Peepz.
You know what I mean? We're sharing these little...
Like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Just real quick, let us know, like, how you feel like going in, like, how did you feel going in that national tournament? Because that's a big deal, bro. Like, a lot of people don't know. He was in that. Everybody don't go there. And that, Oregon, that for this year was woo. There was some monsters out there this year.
So let's walk this down a bit. Talk about what you had to accomplish to even get there, so people really understand the magnitude.
All right, yeah. So that's a good one, Double A. Start from scratch.
Yeah, start from.
So frequency
to that.
Frequency, our producer, love the dude to death. Got these. We got it. We gonna break it down how it even got to this point, and you can let us know. We want to hear from you, like how you felt in these moments. So we got the. For y'all don't know, we got the 772. What is that? What does that mean? So what was that? Break the first video down for us. So this is gonna be the 772 video we gonna bring.
The 772 video was the D3 national record. That was my first race of all indoor. My first indoor race ever.
That was your first race ever? Run that back. Frequency. You gonna have to run them back, because they only 13 seconds.
He just played the way he described it. Yeah. So I'll make sure that
look at this boy, man.
They understand.
Look at this.
What you just said.
Ice, give me that!
Sugar Will and Super Dad fanboy right now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So people need to understand, because I heard you say it.
Yeah.
Why did you say that again? So this is your first indoor race.
Yeah.
And you set the record on your first indoor race. He's a freshman.
Freshman, yeah. Don't forget about that.
This is his freshman year of college. Running for Rowan University. Your first indoor race. You set the D3 national record at 7.72. Yeah, okay.
So what is it? What are you? I mean, damn. When your first race? What are you thinking, like, going in there? Because don't nobody really know. You had a hype senior year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's not leave that out. He had 3 state titles his senior year going into college. Like, 3 state his senior year titles. 2 of them was national records. Yeah, 2 of them was records. So shout out to Riverside. You don't want to. You can't. Yeah, you gotta shout out Riverside.
Yeah, Riverside. I love Riverside to death.
Yeah, I bet you do.
He got a whole wing of the school named after him.
Shout out to Riverside, man. He just, like I said, great community. I liked the era before even all of this. You know what I'm saying? But Anybody that rep your son like that, you gotta love that. You know what I mean? They rep you to death, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're a good role model, like for that type of town. You know what I'm saying? You know what kind of town it is. It's a small community, and everybody know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like Clayton.
Yeah, it is. It is really. It's like a Clayton, for real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout out to Riverside, but like I said, when he had a hell of a year. You know what I mean? Like for his senior year, he won 3 state titles. What you 5 records in high school?
Yeah.
Yo, his swag is crazy right now. It's like, yeah, man.
So what was your records in high school?
The 200, I ran 21.8. Long jump, I jumped 23.9. 110s, I ran 13.5. 400 hurdles, I ran 54 something.
Yo, he ran the 400 hurdles faster than I ran the 400.
Yeah.
Major speed.
Yeah. Yo, his senior year was amazing, yo. And tell people you was coming fresh off of knee surgery too. Like believe me, I don't get wild, but that senior year he was wilding me every week. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So
I'm gonna put a pin in that 13.5. We're gonna put a pin in that. And I'm gonna bring that back up again later, just to make a point.
13.5. So
make a mental note, people. 13.5 in high school.
13.5 in high school. So
last year.
You go into your college, rowing. Tell everybody how your story, because people gonna say, you gotta tell people your story, because they don't. What happened? How did you get to rowing? Like, what was the reason or the case why you went to rowing? Because me, if I ain't your dad, I'm sitting here. He went, like, damn, he had a senior year like that. Explain to people what happened.
Senior year, I'm the top athlete in the state, and my grades wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, be right. Yeah, that's Good Peepz. We real on here. You know what I mean? Tell them the truth.
The grades wasn't the greatest. So rowing, D3. Coach found the way that I could take summer classes to get accepted to the school. And then summer classes, I had A's through every class I take, 5 classes, I had to get 70 higher. I had 90s in all of them.
That's nice.
So it's just like, you have to realize I have to lock in if I want to achieve my dreams. So
yeah, that's a fact.
I did that. Rowing their hurdle program, the best,
Yeah.
I called Hurdle U.
Hurdle U.
It was the best. So
yeah.
You want to be the best, you got to join the best.
Just tell them about that, what you mean by the best, because that was to come to practice every day and be racing. Y'all don't want to, if y'all don't know, like in his meets, they be from 1 to 4 rowing. You know what I mean? In the heats, 1, 2, 3, 4 was rowing like all the way through the year, and they was going back and forth. And what I told you when we went to rowing, I was like, dog, if you gonna go to a D3 school, you might as well go race the best dudes. You know what I mean? And go from there and see how that go. And he, from what y'all see, it worked out. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. Like I said, you didn't go to a big time school because like you said, your grades wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
You had to take another route. You feel me? You didn't give up.
I hope y'all see these medals on the table. They're not mine. Those are his.
Yeah, the big boy.
Those aren't decorations.
Yeah.
Those are his.
So like I said, he runs the fastest. Oh yeah, you showing off now, yo?
Got to.
Talk about it.
Jones looking husky.
They hurt. Don't get hit with those.
So your first meet, you break the national indoor record.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, damn. After that, it's like that's rough, bro. After that, you got the whole country coming after you as far as that division.
Mm-hmm.
How does a freshman, what is going through your mind knowing the whole country now is after you? Like, you gotta win. Like, think about it. You gotta win or it is like a bust. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like, me personally, I didn't really like think of it like that because like everybody know how hard you work for yourself. Like, I put in the work for it, so it was gonna come someday. It just came that day, very early. It came very early. So
this dude is a professional. professional. Who gave this dude media training?
I don't know. He got real good today. You know what I mean?
I know you ain't do it. I know they ain't come from you. This is Reeve. Good job, Reeve.
I don't know why he's talking so great right now. He's looking real good. He's making me look like a great parent. You know what I mean?
Kudos to you, Reeve. I know it was you. What's him?
Yeah, man. Well, man. Yeah, like I said, man, that's a lot of pressure, bro. I don't care what nobody.
Man.
Me and Double A's ex-athletes, and we already know. We was more team sports. Man, by yourself.
Yeah, I did Dragon. That's a solo effort. You ain't got no friends out there.
Yeah.
Yo.
Everybody hates you.
Yo, so, all right, frequency. Now we got the 13. He breaks. All right, so now you in outdoor now, all right? So you break the indoor record.
Mm-hmm.
You in outdoor. Explain the outdoors. Explain the difference in indoor and outdoor.
Indoor is 60-meter hurdles. Same height, same steps, is just shorter. And outdoor is 110s. You got 10 hurdles. You got a lot more meters to go. And there's really like, no one really cares about indoor. It's really outdoor because there's no Olympics for indoor.
Yeah.
Indoor's just a warm-up.
Getting it. Really, yeah, outdoor, you got to be right.
Yeah.
You almost. I love this. Yo, when you get to end, I almost went off. I almost jumped the fence right here. When you did this, through the joint, I almost jumped the fence. That's my boy. Let him know. I ain't gonna hold you. I almost jumped the fence, dog. Yo, man. Yo, for real.
Yo, you almost got tackled by your dad in the middle of a meet.
Yeah, I was so proud, man. Yo, word up, man. Like, I was very proud. Like, it was just good that because you didn't win in the indoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came in second in indoor, right?
Yeah.
And then you had to
second in what the final of the big race?
Yeah. He came second in the indoor nationals in the indoor. So it's like we talking about it like it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? It's still second.
I'm going to point. Athlete's eye. I'm gonna point some stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point some stuff out. From the indoor race and even to the one we just saw, the outdoor race, it's still raw talent.
Yeah, man.
That's not even his best race. You can see where he can still improve, and he's already at this tier. And he still has so much more room to grow. That's the crazy part. You're not even at the peak of what you can do yet, and you're at the top of the field. That's what's alien about this. Man, you're just anointed to do this, bro. Mm-hmm. You're doing this raw right now without the seasoning in the experience, and you're already at the top of the field early, and you have room. Bro, we've been watching your races, and we both like, yo, this dude is getting faster.
I know.
He's getting faster. That is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
It is, because that 13.6 you ran, like I said, when you ran by me, I was like, he looked, like I said, I've been watching him all my life. And when I seen him, I'm like, yo, this joker getting faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was moving, man. So I was like, damn, I was just glad. I know that meant a lot to you. You know what I mean? People don't know, like I said, we don't have no excuses, but that wasn't a nice day that day neither. Like, it was windy, you know. And anybody don't know, hurdles, as far as track, is probably probably pole vault. Pole vault and hurdles, but I'm talking about on the track, as far as the track is concerned, is the hardest race event out there. It is. It ain't even close. It's running fast, and anytime you gotta leave the ground outside, that automatically complicates it. So yeah, hurdles, pole vault, high jump, anything that requires you to take your both feet off the ground. Now you're at the mercy of the conditions that are outside too. Hurdles is the only event you gotta be damn near perfect every time you do it. Or if not, you're gonna be tasting gravel and
yeah. Oh man, that's always hard. It's funny and heartbreaking at the same time to see people in the Olympics just crash out. Like, ooh, scabs.
You ain't had a lot of Mac outs, but you had one bad. I ain't post that race.
I don't even got to see it on my phone. That's the only race I don't got.
I ain't post that race. I'm like, damn, he backed down hard, man. Like, this was early in the season too, man. Indoor, yeah, but man, that ain't nothing nice, bro. So now you are the record holder for indoor, record holder for outdoor, as far as champions, as far as outdoor times. And
so what is that?
What
is the record for outdoor?
13.6.
It was 13.7. The record was 13.7 He ran 13.6 I was like, what? People say, oh, that ain't, no, yeah, you left. Yeah, in track terms, that mean you left. You know what I mean? I know that don't seem like a lot if you don't know about track. Yeah, in track, that's left. You know what I mean? Like, 13.6 and 13.72 ain't even, that's two different tiers.
You're not even in the frame.
Yeah, you ain't even in, you ain't even in the frame.
You a whole car length behind. That's a car length.
So that was the record. You got that, which was great. And now you get invited, of course, to this Oregon meet. You know what I'm saying? Where you got, you get the top elite. All around. It ain't no, like I be saying, ain't no divisions. Ain't no, Division 1, no Division 2. No. If you're fast, you're there. You know what I mean? Ain't none of that. So now tell us how you felt. First of all, tell us how you felt just even knowing that people was backing you like that. That was awesome, bro.
Oh yeah, I felt amazing. I felt like, I'm meant to be here, I'm deserved to be here. So, and then once Riverside did what they did, I was like, I'm clear. Now I could do what I got to do so I could achieve my goal.
So it made you focus a little bit and you ain't had to worry about that other stuff. Yeah.
So which event are we talking about right now?
The 110.
110 hurdles.
No, I mean, like, which main, are we at Oregon?
Oh, yeah, now we at Oregon. Now, okay, now he's won the championship for outdoor. The next step is nationals. At Nike, that's where that's where he was at.
Shout out to Vincent Michael in the chat.
Shout out to Mr. Vincent, Vincent and Mr. Michael, right? Yes, shout out to them. Listen, Mr. Vincent Michael and what was the other it's Mr. Vincent and Bill, Bill Stanley, Mr. Bill Stanley, yo. Like, I can't forget Mr. Bill, man. Thank y'all from Riverside. Swamp Poodle.
Jody said, "Keep up." I'm fully up to speed. I'm just making sure y'all following along.
Swamp. We thank Swamp Poodle. It's like a track club they got in Riverside. He wound up wearing the shirt. You know what I mean, out there to represent Oregon when he was out there in Oregon, Nike. So, like I said, the Oregon is the elite now. So now he's got to run, like I said, against, it ain't
like
just
meet the champions on the national level.
So how's that? How you feeling going into that?
Well, when I was younger, Oregon was always my dream school.
Yeah,
because their track program is, they got everything, and you see all the national races always at Oregon. Yeah. No matter what, it's always going to be at Oregon or like somewhere out the country. So I'm like, when I'm here, 3 hours behind, the air level's different. So it's just like, it was a dream. Yeah. It didn't feel real at first. I ain't gonna lie. It just felt like I was just here.
I can taste the air.
Yeah. And then you see the track. The track was just amazing. They turned on the lights.
Yeah.
It was like,
Them butterflies was rolling, wasn't you? You was nervous?
I wasn't nervous.
You usually nervous. You was cool?
I was cool. Because I feel like this race, I texted you that morning. I was like, it's no pressure.
See, because
I'm known.
Light work.
I'm known, but I'm known on like the D3 level.
Yeah,
so no one's really looking at me. I'm just trying to focus on myself, and
I ain't even think it that way. Out there, you was just like, because like I said, they did have a lot of ranked guys that was ranked top. They had, tell them who, they had the top 5 fast dudes in that heat. You know what I mean? The one that won, and then it was another one. So it was, like I said, the heat was, he was just some serious heat. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was no light heat. Yeah. So, but they ain't know you because you the D3. Mm-hmm. He the D3 boy. You know?
Not next year, though. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute.
They ain't know the D3 boy, you know what I mean? So you kind of, so Frequency, put that race up. Let us see that race, man. It was.
This is the national.
Oh, this is the national. Oh man.
And what lane are you in, Mir?
5.
Lane 5.
Boy, let's go. I acting like I ain't see this shit yet. Yeah, it looked like Bull was about to leave you. I was like, damn, come on, Bug. I was like, I was, get him. Y'all all was close. God. Yo, that was amazing.
And that was what, so the numbers I saw from that, correct me if I'm wrong, I saw it was 1331, 1334, and you had 1335. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so hold on. This dude went from 36, 37, 35 to 1335. That is crazy. In the same year.
Crazy. In the same year.
So 13.6.
You was 13.5.
And then you go to Oregon, taste some good West Coast air, and pull out 13.35 your freshman year at Nationals. Rocking the Good Peepz Under Armour.
Under Armour. Yeah, that's that good. Yo, you represented, bro. You made me proud, bro. Like I said, you know, like I said, we when we do stuff, we trying to win. You know what I mean? You already know how we get down. We trying to win, but that's how you go out. That's how you go. You know what I mean? Like, you make them beat you.
Yeah.
Because the Bull, I was like, come on. And not, any further you getting them. You know what I mean? You know what you need to do to get
120 hurdles is over. 120, that's what we got.
What's the question?
Oh, we'll get to it.
She got it. Yeah. What up, Good Mob? We need y'all to like, share, subscribe, comment. We got Jameer Brown, a.k.a. Turbo. My son, our family, you know what I mean? Represent.
They call him Bug, but I call him Bug Light. That's the speed he run at. He said, light speed.
He said, Bug Light.
Bug Light. No longer Bug, but Bug Light now.
Bug Light, yo. That's a good one, you know what I mean? Bug Light, man. But listen, we just, like I said, we ain't just got him on here because he family. Like, let's get that understood. Like, yeah, he's on here for
one of the best 110 hurdlers in the nation right here on this couch right now.
So Double A just said it. So that 13.35, I don't even know if you know this. That is the fastest time by a New Jersey hurdler in history, digital, like laser. 13.35. The record was 13.40. Set by some.
You the fastest hurdler in the state of New Jersey ever.
13.40 was the fastest somebody has ever ran that in Jersey at your age, in your age group. So you ran 13.35.
Another poster for the wall.
I know he ain't know that.
I'm never taking the trash out again.
Yo, I know ain't nobody. I know he ain't know that because I'm a guru. I'm a nut when it comes to this.
So we got 2 questions.
Go ahead.
Question number 1. What goes through your mind when you hear the gun go off and while you're running?
Complete silence. I can't hear nothing.
Laser focus.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nothing. You know, at the beginning of the race, you hear everything, but once the gun goes, it's like your mind just goes into a blank space.
Oh, so you just black out.
Is it like the movies, how they be like acting like it's you just see your lane?
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision.
Damn. I ran them Jones, but I can't really remember. I ain't run them at you.
Yeah, I wasn't. My 200 was strong, but it wasn't that fast.
I actually ran 100 hurdles before, but I ain't stick with them like that. You know what I mean?
I think the fastest I ran the 200 was like
Troy, what up?
22.6 to 22.7.
Yeah, man.
What was yours?
21.8.
So to illustrate how far I'd have been left behind, a second is probably like what?
Mr.
10 to 15 yards in distance.
Yeah.
He's 15 yards ahead of me. And I thought I was doing something with 22.6. 21.7. That's 15 yards in front of me. That's how fast. Oh, wow.
Bro,
yeah, I'm glad I had to run against this.
What's some more? Add some more.
Yeah.
Who got the...
So how did you get the name Turbo?
Ooh,
Turbo.
Sounds like a story.
Right,
yeah, that is a classic.
All right, so I used to play for a football team called Irvington Golden Knights.
Shout out to Irvington.
I love y'all to death too, man. It was like my older brother, his nickname was Silky. So they used to call me Lil Silky.
Yeah.
And then my coach was like, bro,
Silky Johnson.
Yeah, he was like, you good enough to have your own name. And at that time it was a movie. Like there was a little
The snail movie, Turbo?
Yeah.
Wow,
like,
okay.
We call you Turbo.
Yeah.
That was a fire movie too.
Yeah.
About 6.
7.
Yeah.
You had the nickname Turbo at 6.
6. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been
calling. Oh man, we about to make a documentary. Man.
Yeah, they've been calling him that John since they don't even know his real name.
Yeah, at all.
And up top there, they don't even know his real name like that.
Oh, you talking about Turbo?
Yeah.
Man, he used to be running around the track all day when he was a kid.
Yeah, he was always fast. You know what I'm saying? He was fast. I knew that when he was little. Even when I used to coach my other teams and he was like 3 years old, I used to send the team on laps. He would beat them.
Mm.
Like, you know how you send the team on a lap? He would
take a lap.
Yeah. He was a little, that tell you, man, he'd go out there and be running past him and going back to go get him. I'm like,
on your left. On your left.
I was like, yo, this dude is a running fool, man. You know what I mean? So I always knew he could run. And on top of that, he's just a good athlete. Like I said, he remind me of me. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, it's just seriously, he do. He do. Like I said, we played both. We played three sports. I'm better when it come down to just 3. You know what I mean? But if you say track,
if there's a ball involved, I'm smoking these boys. But straight up running.
Yeah, straight up track. Yeah. Oh boy, I can't even brag no more. Like I said, once he got a parade, it was a wrap for me.
He's the best Brown in the family. It's over for you.
Oh yeah. Hands down, yeah. He holding that.
You see what you did to your dad? Now your dad got to do his shows like, I used to be great.
I used to be.
I used to be great. Looking at the church like, I used to be great.
I used to.
Those your trophies, Will? Like, nah, these my sons. But that's the way it's supposed to be. That's fine. I got another question coming from the mob. Jody's asking, how do you mentally prepare going into a race?
Oh,
what's your preparation? Do you have a routine? If it's secret, don't give it out. But
who you listening to, like that kind of stuff. Like you preparing who you got in the headphones, all that.
All right, so off the wake up, I can't talk to nobody. Like my nerves are bad. So like when I wake up, my heart be pounding. So like I don't talk to nobody. My mom can't call me. He does it anyway. Because he's always he be more nervous than me.
This your dad. Pick up the phone, boy.
He be more nervous than me. That's real.
I do.
So he'll send me a text message though. So I'll reply with like a little like okay, like I like to let him know like I read the message, And then I warm up, listen to music. I'm listening to all killer stuff. All killer stuff.
So I got Dipset. I got the locks.
Stuff. Yeah.
Boot can't click.
But when I'm actually warming up, take headphones off, everything off, and just vibing.
All right, so we got Chief keeping the headphones. Got it. He drilled out.
He said,
understood.
Chief keeping the headphones. That's what's up, bro. Like, people want to know that kind of stuff because, like I said, if you ain't experienced, you don't know it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has not jumped on the track, got in the blocks, and then, like I said, and did have that pressure. Because, I pressure on you, nigga, because, I hate that I'm like this, but, we like to win. You know what I mean? So, I know that, and then you got
Don't come in the house if you get second place. So we're gonna leave him alone. So we getting
they
fun
got
of
a whole
questions for
community
you.
watching you.
Yeah.
Oh man, bro, you was a bad boy, bro. You was a bad boy, man. I salute you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I salute you.
Relax. Yeah, I got this. Me and you right here. Dad moment.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man. So when did you win your first hurdle race? When did you get that itch?
I was at 11.
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
Okay, so 11 you win your race, and when do you know that track is your thing over everything else? Because like your dad said, y'all multi-sport athletes in the family, everybody playing something all year round. When did you know that track is your thing?
When I moved back out here.
Okay.
When I came out here, because I was going realistically, if I was a skater every time I became a football player, just because like that's what it is over there, like football or nothing.
I knew that too.
Yeah, you moved back to the woods, ain't nothing to do but run. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. So another question: how many national races have you won?
This is 2. 2.
Yup.
No.
4.
Way more than 4.
Yeah.
Because I was a distance runner.
Oh yeah. People don't. Yeah, you ran. He started out running the 800.
15.
Yeah,
you got the 800 build. You definitely got the 800 build for sure.
He was a distance runner. Like he used to run the 800 and the 15. He was like one of the top 800 runners at his age group. You know what I'm saying? So he run a couple Jones Nationals there. But as far as hurdles, his first one was when you was 11.
Yeah, but I think it was around like 6.
Yeah.
6 national titles.
Yeah, he got like 6. Yeah, altogether.
So we know when you discovered track was your thing, and I like how you did a lot of events in track. How did you land on hurdles? Because you just said that in high school, set the record in the 2, set the record in the long jump, you know, did hurdles, shot put, discus, javelin. I did all. You don't stop. So when did you know that hurdles is your thing?
Well, you know, having siblings. My older sister was amazing at hurdles, and I was like, let me just try it. And then I used to try it without being competitively. And I used to like it. And it came naturally. Like everything that didn't come naturally like how hurdles did. So it was just like, stick with it.
What age
speaking on that natural, that 11, right? When you started running hurdles?
I started running competitively at 11, but I was running it before.
All right, just playing around and shit. Yeah.
So wow, before you got to middle school, you knew what your thing was.
Yeah.
That's amazing. A lot of people don't figure it out until your age now.
Yeah.
So the fact that you locked on the hard work pays off, people. It does.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a
and that question came from Rich in the chat. A lot of these questions I'm reading off, people are asking you in the chat. People
shout out Good Mob, what up? Need y'all to like, share, subscribe, comment. We got me and my boy Double A here. Frequency, we got the Gizzo. Gizzo, man. Like I said, bro, nigga, when you can say literally, when you got history, like this is crazy history. Like anytime somebody gotta say something about beating the fastest time, your name gotta get mentioned.
They can't get around it now.
Yeah, it's like at all.
We talked about that before, how the beauty of track where it doesn't matter what level you at, because it's the time.
It's the time.
The time is it. No matter what level school you come from, D3, D2, D1, what is your time? And bro, your times at the D3 level is kicking some of these D1 dudes behind. I'm looking at these numbers like, wait, he ran what? I'm like, we literally in our chat like, nah, ain't no. Yeah, because I'm looking at the D1 nationals. And what you did at D3, I'm like, I said it right, you're like, bro, he's placing in D1 with these numbers right here. And then you wind up going to nationals, improving that, and taking third. So now that we know that you belong in the top heats, coming out D3, what are you doing next year?
Going to Syracuse, doing the same thing but better.
Put it
That's a Brown talk. That's a Brown talk. What you mean?
Man, got me hyped like it's a game about to start, man.
Syracuse, here we
So I'm
come.
gonna do the same thing but better.
Yeah,
Orange man.
Orange man. Yo, shout out to we can't forget Coach Michelle. You know what I mean? Like that's who took him out. That's his long. I mean, she started him out in track and been following him ever since. She was out there in Oregon coaching him, helping him, stretching him. Shout out to Michelle, Coach Michelle to them, but very, very cool person, man. You know what I mean? And you got people that put time in, and you gotta shout them out.
Facts.
Thank you, Michelle. You know what I mean?
Now it's hype beast mode.
Uh-huh.
Syracuse next year.
Syracuse.
You know it's gonna be like with this guy and Kai and Anthony on campus.
Yo, and they football team gonna be nasty this year. I'm telling you, Saturday, you already know.
Yo, man, give me some tickets. We coming out. we need some Good Peepz press passes. We going up.
I ain't even gonna have to knock. He gonna be over there like, oh yeah, I was here already.
Dad.
Dad.
What you doing there?
Dad.
It's game day.
Game day, nigga. Yo, I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing? Yo, Syracuse.
Man, this is very
Syracuse about to be
man.
the place to be, nigga. Like, seriously, we talking about road, family, and friend trips. We got another, shout out. I got to shout out Malachi, another Jersey boy, but his dad trains Jameer. You know what I mean? Shout out to Troy James, great trainer.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the chat now. Yeah, but great dude, man. He trains all the kids, all the elite kids for the most part. You know what I mean? But his son Malachi plays running back for Syracuse.
Wow.
But he was the nigga in Jersey last year, your senior year, that was the fastest dude in Jersey. He just went. He's doing track and football, so it's cool. That's they boys. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad he's going somewhere where he knows somebody. And like I said, Malachi. I
think Troy said earlier that he has a fire instrumental playlist for you too.
Oh yeah. He be doing. Troy be playing that work. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, shout out. I had to shout y'all out because you said Syracuse. You know what I mean? Got to. Malachi James. If y'all ain't heard, he's like I said, Burlington.
He's the fastest in Jersey ever.
Hold on, say that again.
He's the fastest 100 runner ever.
Ever.
In Jersey.
Ever.
He ran 10-1.
10-1 in high school his senior year. I'm telling you, Kenny, my bad. Frequency, you seen him.
Oh, that was him?
That was him, yeah, when we was out there taping, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You got the video. Yo, 10-1. That's why I had to shout him out. Like, this is the kind of, kind of company I like that. You know what I mean? The dogs stick with the dogs, you know? You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Malachi James, I can't wait to watch, you know what I mean, as far as football. You know what I mean? He playing football and it's going 10-1, dog. I just seen him.
I'm just thinking about it like 10-1.
10-1 in high school. Like in high school. And built like Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? He's built like Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, man. Bro.
So he out there running like Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, yeah. Smoking, yo. So I can't wait to go to Syracuse because I got a lot of people sick.
So what made you decide to pick Syracuse? I know once you set those records, you could choose wherever you wanted to go. What made you take Syracuse?
One, Syracuse coaching staff, because Syracuse is a hurdle school. Like, they coached a lot of great hurdlers that's still great now. That went to Olympics and doing all that stuff now. And one is, from all the schools I was looking at, was the closest one. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not a kid to be all the way and
You need to be able to reach out and touch home if you got to.
Yeah, and then
it's only what, 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah, four, yeah.
And then
3 for us. 3 for us and shit. You know what I mean?
And then I got a lot of people that go there, so I'm not just there with nothing to do.
So you got friends, you got
Yeah.
the friend and family connection. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
What about the coaches? Yeah, okay, so they're known as a hurdle school. They got people that are active right now.
Yeah.
But what was it about the coaching staff that really grabbed you? So I know as an athlete, that's
Good
the
question,
most important
Double A.
thing.
Mhm.
The
Good question.
coaching staff, because a coaching staff can either make or break your career. You
Yes.
go play for the wrong coach, you can derail yourself
Good question, bro.
tremendously. So what was the final tick that pushed you all the way over to being an Orange man?
When I went on a visit, they had a whole film session with me about like my hurdle form and like about my running technique that no coach ever did for me, and I wasn't even with them. I didn't even say yes. I'm going to Syracuse yet. So they going out their way to film me, to show me when I come on a visit that if you come here, we could work on this, we could work on that. And just like that's a no-brainer.
You made the right choice.
Yeah. That's what he
You made
told
the right
me. I
choice.
said, wow. I was like, what made you choose them? He told me, he's like, yo, they ain't, you know, sit here and tell me how great I was. They actually told
They
me
ain't
what I need.
D-Ride, Dad.
Yeah.
They told me that I could get better.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. Good. I wanted them to choose Syracuse anyway, but you know, we can't, you want them to have their own, they gotta live that life. So when he said Syracuse, I was like, bet. Bet, you know what I mean? I can see
Wow,
it.
Troy said if we didn't have to shut it down for football, I would have had him at 9.97.
Yeah. Oh, yup. Woo! Yeah, he's a fast boy, dog. Young man. I ain't gonna call him boy. Young man, yo, for real.
So we got another question, and I'm gonna answer this question for you. What's your major? Speed. His major is speed, and he's minoring in running faster. All right, but jokes aside, do you have an idea where you want to go with your education?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to communication, and I'm thinking about minoring in business because communication don't
Good
take you far.
choice.
So
That business will help you, and you got to think now that you're going to Syracuse, you got to think about the network that you're going to have.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the perks and benefits of being a top athlete is the network that comes along with it. Not the groupies, not the parties.
Yeah.
It's the network. So I like how you already talked about being focused and locked in. That means you're not on getting tripped out by the distractions. And the fact you're going to be around people like Troy James and his son is there. You'll have people around to help keep you straight. So as former college athletes, talking to one that you're going into a bigger program than me or your dad ever played at.
Combined.
Stay focused. Yeah, right? Stay focused, stay locked in. You know what the traps are. Don't fall for any of it because your future, your potential slider is at 99. Yeah. So your trajectory is crazy. If you stay locked and stay on that path, you're good to go. Stick to the major. Communication and business, that's a good place because now you can get into commentating if you want to, being on TV, being an on-air personality, because a lot of athletes are taking advantage to be able to tell their own story now.
Yeah.
And with the popularity that you'll have from being a top-tier athlete in the sport, you already have eyes on you. That leads to more opportunities. And then being sound of business, you'll know how to make better business decisions behind the scenes. So yeah, you're definitely setting yourself up because I'm looking at you now. You got the personality for this. Like this energy on this couch. I don't know. Your dad told me like, man, he don't talk. He don't do this. Like he lied. I'm looking at you right now.
He's like me. Like I guess he's a little comfortable around us, so he can
so when the
loosen up.
lights come on, he gets brand new.
There you go. Yeah, he like
he's a star just because I said like, this is light.
We laid back jokers if we don't really kick it with you or know you know what I mean? But he up here with his dad, his cousins, he cool, you know what I mean? He's straight, you know what I mean?
Hey man, gotta be able to take a joke. We mess with you right now.
Yeah, but bro, again, we go as far as the track and we, good luck at Syracuse, we gonna be supporting you big time. Somebody else got another question?
Troy just said that Syracuse is one of the top communication schools in the. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He said mob style protection. So yeah, You ain't doing nothing out of pocket up there, is what he's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah, so we all proud of you, bro.
Big
you know what I'm
facts, man.
saying? Like you and like I said, the town you in, Riverside, shout out again to Riverside. You allow kids to realize, yo, you can make it like that. You know what I mean? Because that's a small town and school. You feel me?
Yeah.
So a lot of people see you like, damn. It ain't like you hang out with everybody. You ain't no standoff person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like, yo, we hang out with that boy. If he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? So I see that in the community and your sister. You know what I mean? She see you and want to do a whole lot of other stuff. She want to be better. Her whole thing is, how can I be? She say, I don't think I'm gonna be better than Bug.
push her to be
no,
even
but
better.
she be like, yeah, she's trying to get there. You feel me?
Yeah.
One thing I like about your story, and I think this is what's gonna be the biggest thing about your journey, is a lot of people will get to the end of the road at high school, right? Like you said, yeah, I was a great athlete, but I didn't have the grades.
Yeah.
And they'll let that derail them.
Exactly.
You took a slight detour to get to the same goal, but what you did was you were accountable for where you were at.
Yeah.
And then you put in the work to get you into the right position, both academically and athletically. And now you're at the level that you dreamed about being at back then.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between winning and losing is the winners don't quit.
Yeah.
Jay Yon,
So-
who was that?
Huh?
Jay Yon, yeah, he said, man, you was a big influence to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I said, not to cut you off.
No,
you know what I mean?
that's a good plug.
yeah, he
But
said
that kind of goes to what I'm saying. You're leading by example. And even though you might not be loud and boisterous, your work is speaking for you. And when you tell people like, no, I didn't meet the initial requirements, but I didn't let that stop me.
Yeah.
I went to a place where I could get in, and I maximized the opportunity there. Because people think that, well, he go to D3. Nah, you turn that D3 opportunity into a D1 opportunity by being the best in D3.
Yeah.
And then going to the national level and beating people that are in D1. So, man, again, as a freshman, a lot of people don't get to this point until they grown. But you're really, so that tells me that you come from a great family, a great stable support system. This crazy guy right here.
Yeah.
Who knew? Got me on second joke. Reef, you are A1. Nah, man, I just want to give you your flowers, man, because this is a big deal. What you've been doing, and just enjoy each and every day. Enjoy the moments. Don't get tunnel vision where you start skipping days. Be in the moment and enjoy every moment of this process, man. Because once you get done, you look back at it, you're like, dang, man, I wish I would have just lived in that moment. And this coming from former athletes, we can get in that headspace where we start looking at next step, and not appreciating the right now. Because a little while from now, this is going to be the good old days for you. And time moves fast, so enjoy the moment, enjoy your success, man. I just congratulate you, man.
Ain't no old niggas winning races.
Nah, Father Time is really undefeated in track.
Yeah, Father Tom hit real quick in track. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like I said, I couldn't say no better than Double A. You know what I mean? You already know. We are proud of you, man. Stay focused, bro. Like I said,
fun fact, Amir would have placed 4th at the ACC championships this year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You would have placed 4th. And like I said, that wasn't even a clean race.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a clean run from you. You know what I'm saying? So we know we need to work on some things, which would be, we would tighten it up. You know what I mean? Tighten it up, you know what I mean? But I know you going to be good. I always knew you was going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I did. I always knew you. Like I said, the only thing that really surprised me was the pace you did it at. You know what I mean? Like, this is a movie shit right here you doing. Like, I ain't even going to hold. You wouldn't believe a movie. I said this before. If you did a movie like the way your shit just happened, it wouldn't even be believable. Like, You know what I mean?
Who wrote this wonderful piece of fiction? This is amazing. It feels real, but ain't no way.
It ain't no way. You know,
So he had knee surgery and came back faster? Bionic man? Are we testing this kid or what?
Exactly.
Can he get in the airport without the metal detector going off? Let me know.
If I didn't see it, I wouldn't even have believed it. You know what I mean? Honestly, like this your journey that you had to go through. But like Double A said, bro, you work hard and you can see it. You can see it, bro, and keep work. Because I like to see you. I like to see you in a race. Mm-hmm. You know, I like to see you win, but then again, I like to see somebody make you work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that last race that you had, like I said, all the races that you had all this year, that was like my favorite race. Because I was like, yeah, I know, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, he ain't win it, but I'm like, yeah, he's there. He's, you know,
to shave off close to 0.3 of a second off your time in a year, that is what, like 10, 15 feet further?
Yeah.
That's crazy. 0.3 don't sound like a lot. It's like a blink of an eye, but the distance that 0.3 cover when you're running at that type of speed is like 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah,
that is crazy. In hurdles.
Yeah, bro. You like I said, you went out.
Yeah, I'm calling you bionic bug light.
Bionic bug light.
BBL.
Yeah, you don't want no name like you don't want that nickname. You know what I mean? Nah, you ain't giving my son no BBL nickname, nigga. You gotta be able to take a joke. I said take it. BBL, nah, hell nah, nigga.
I'm on fire tonight. Tip your waitresses.
Oh, man, that was a good one. But like he said, good job, bro. You know what I mean? We all proud of you. Keep it up. Keep that joint up. Like now to get off a little topic. You know, we always talking. Me and Double A love this because we don't get to talk about sports like that a lot. You know what I mean? So
Troy said no spicy nicknames.
We don't want none of those. You know what I mean? You already lost to a nigga in the pink bandana.
What? What happened?
You know I've been messing with
No. The thoughts and views of this particular segment of the podcast are for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
we not even doing that.
Nah, I had to mess with him though. But nah, dog.
Weedy box bug.
Weedy box. Listen, so we talking about sports now to get off topic a little bit, you know, loosen up. We talking to the champ. All right, what's your top 5 sports movies? Top 5. You a young buck, so I wanna hear where you at on your top 5 sports movies.
All right, we got Coach Carter.
Oh, I like
Coach
that
Carter.
one.
All the Creed movies.
Oh yeah.
That's 4.
I like how you put them all together.
Wait, so is that counting as one option, or you doing like 1, 2?
That's one.
Yeah, he gonna just
Creed
pick
is
one.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Creed is
All right.
one.
Remember the Titans.
You my son.
Everywhere we go, people wanna know
You
who
my son
we
for real
are.
now, nigga.
So we tell
Remember the
them.
Titans. Yeah, that's my boy.
Longest Yard.
Ooh.
Okay. Which one?
Which one? The new one?
There's a new one?
That was with
I like his face. Like,
what was it? What was it? Butch Reynolds?
Burt
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
That was the old school one. Then the new one's Adam Sandler. It's like a new one.
The one with Adam Sandler. The one with Adam Sandler. That's the one I know.
He talking about the one with Adam Sandler.
I know. I just want to mess with him.
He said, which one? Right, you know what I mean? That's funny as hell. I gonna tell you, man, the difference in ages, you know what I mean? He didn't even know it was another. He's like, hold on, what?
So we got 4.
What's the other one?
Blind Side.
Okay.
Ooh.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
What you got?
You did your thing. So some niggas got up here.
The thoughts and views What you picking?
You made the couch good again.
So we had Creed. We had The Longest Yard. We had Remember the Titans. We had Coach Carter.
All right,
What was the final one?
Blindside.
Blindside. That was good picks. What you going with? Your top 5?
I'm going with
sports movie.
I like that. I got Remember the Titans. I got Friday Night Lights. A League of Their Own.
Still crying in baseball.
A League of Their Own. The Natural. That was my shit when I grew up. I watched that joint like a million times a day. The Natural. Damn, what else would I pick? And Hoosiers.
That was mine. Gene Hackman.
Hoosiers.
So I'm going Hoosiers as well. I'm not gonna go Hoosiers. I'm gonna see if that make my 5. I'm gonna go Above the Rim. I'm gonna go Varsity Blues.
That was hot.
Necessary Roughness.
That was
Major League 2.
Oh, I Major League was my joint though. Period. Yeah, I like the Major League. Yeah, Major League was definitely.
Hey, bartender, Joe Boo needs a refill.
Yeah, Major League definitely.
So I put both Major Leagues in that slot. So both Major League 1 and 2.
Okay.
So I got Above the Rim. What else I say? Major League 1 and 2. Unnecessary Roughness. What was the other? Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues and one more.
I can't use Hoosiers because you already took that.
I don't care. Yeah, Hoosiers. yeah.
I'm gonna go.
What you got?
I'm gonna go Sunset Park.
Sunset Park, but
time to get live, time to represent.
That's your job. He said Sunset Park. Okay,
that's only because you took Hoosiers already.
You did good over there, bro. That was some classic joints you named off. You know what I'm saying? That was So that you got our top 5. All right, we gonna go since this is a sports show. GOAT basketball player. Who's your favorite GOAT basketball player of all time? I don't know. Yeah, I don't even.
Spark something.
I never even asked him who's your favorite, or say who's your favorite basketball player first.
Favorite is Kyrie Irving.
All right, yeah, that's a good pick.
Jersey.
Stand
up. I'm with it.
Who's the greatest to you of all time that you know of?
LeBron.
He just said it too easy. Good job, son.
You ain't never show him Jordan.
Good job.
I watched Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, hey, come on, don't try to take my man. Respect the man's opinion. You know what I mean?
If it's wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah, man. Good job.
I respect it.
Boy, you.
Yeah, that's because you threatened him because you all got to ride home together.
I didn't even know he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna. I didn't know who. That's why I asked him. I didn't know who he was gonna say.
Yeah, because he hear you yell LeBron to the top of your lungs everywhere you go.
Good job. You know what I mean? That's a nice list right there.
Yeah, the family sit together. I get it.
Favorite. I know you versatile. Who is your favorite track athlete of all? Who's your favorite track athlete?
Sidney McLaughlin.
That's a great pick, bro. See, that's how you think. You can tell you think differently. You know, most dudes probably wouldn't have said that. They probably, but she is the GOAT of goats.
Mm-hmm.
Sidney McLaughlin, yeah, good choice, yo. I wouldn't have never said that, yo. And it's true. Yeah, Sidney McLaughlin, it don't get no better than Sidney McLaughlin. You know what I mean? But
I didn't know where you was going if you said LeBron James. You know,
track.
All right. Say Wayne Gretzky.
Since I'm gonna give you the triple because you did the triple. You did 3 sports, so we did basketball. So we're gonna go with football. Your favorite player. Let's go with your favorite player first in football.
Aaron Rodgers.
Here's my nigga.
Pack Nation. Wait, what team?
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah,
No, what team do you like? Aaron Rodgers. You picking Aaron Rodgers?
Green Bay.
Yeah, he like Green Bay.
My guy.
That's my.
I'm a shareholder. I'm a Packers fan.
Damn, bro.
Die hard.
We got the same blood.
So you know, I'll let you.
We got the same blood. You know what I'm saying? I would have said Aaron. That was I love. That was one of my favorite. He's not my favorite, but one of my favorite players
That's
to
fair.
watch. You know what I mean? He's not my favorite.
I won't slander you for being a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, well,
I ain't got no beef with Cowboys fan. I really don't. I'm a Packers fan, so.
That's your favorite. Who's the GOAT football that you know of by your age now? I know you ain't that old, so since you've been alive,
I feel like you're trying to persuade him to say something right now.
I don't know who you gonna say. Since you've been, what you think is your GOAT? Because like I said, we got a big age gap right here with us too.
I'ma still say Aaron Rodgers.
All right, well that's your GOAT. And
My man, just when I thought you couldn't get any dumber, you do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I like
That's a Dumb and Dumber reference for y'all that don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the GOAT, you like Aaron Rodgers. My GOAT is Barry Sanders, but
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
At all.
Yeah,
One of the best running backs
yeah, that's my GOAT.
ever.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, shit. It's out of
Shake
him.
people
or
up like
Deion
that without a
Sanders.
line. Yeah, prime time.
Yeah, it's either out of Deion Sanders or Barry Sanders for me. You know what I mean? But it'd be one of them two for me. You know what I mean? But what you got, Double A? What you got as far as I know? What you got basketball? What you got football? Like you know, maybe your favorite, and then who you think is the GOAT? Because it is a difference. Everybody got their favorite, but then they know like that probably ain't the best player that ever came out.
One of my favorite players is Reggie White.
Ooh,
Minister
nice.
of Defense.
Classic.
Minister of
Classic.
Defense.
That's it, yeah. You ain't got to say nothing else after Reggie White, yeah.
Minister of Defense, man. What can you say?
Bad boy.
Yo, have y'all been seeing these new reels where they're playing old clips of the players and they just doing voiceovers with them?
Oh, no.
Yo, they did one with Brian Dawkins.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I'm going to send that next week.
I got some water
So
paintings.
y'all can watch it.
Oh, Jim Brown's.
Oh, yeah,
You know, that's Dotson. As soon as I see Jim Brown, I was like, that must be Dotson.
I saw Will Chamberlain. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's definitely Dot.
I ain't even looking today. I just see Jim. Gotta be Dotson and shit.
Definitely Dot.
Jim Brown. But yeah, you know, we ain't gonna try Jim because he was a bad boy, but you know what I mean? Definitely was. Man, Preach, that's what's up, man. You came prepared. I thought you was gonna be you all right. You know what I mean? Had your thing straight. Nigga said Sidney McLaughlin did that. That got me right there. I think I'm gonna steal that answer. Somebody ever asked me Sidney McLaughlin. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put this in the mic.
Who was that again?
Brian Dawkins.
Oh, Brian Dawkins. Yeah, Brian Dawkins is a passionate boy.
So it's a voiceover all over Brian Dawkins' greatest hits as an Eagles player. But the fact that he was a church dude made it funny.
Listen, man, you had, like I said, good mob. What up? Appreciate y'all tuning in.
We in here with a star, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you know what I mean, upcoming, rising. You know,
some of you know him, but the world will know him even faster.
Yeah.
Like he's on the rise. Like just the leaps and bounds he's done over the last calendar year are insane. Went from state level to the national level in 365 days. Quick. And shaved 0.3 of a second off of his time in 365 days.
Yeah, that's
No, less than that, because he ran to 13.6 this year and then ran 13 point.
Yeah.
35.
Yeah, 35. Yeah.
In the Nationals.
Yeah, pretty dope, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, yeah.
Was it 2028?
2028. Yeah, nigga. I told y'all, yeah. Start packing. You know what I mean?
We doing something.
Start packing. You know what I mean? Especially after that, you get that sophomore year and you start trashing people. Yeah. This was I want you to go in Syracuse, dude, just like you did when you went to Rowan. You know what I mean? Like, listen, hey, it is what it is. I'm all about business when we get on this track, bro. You know what I mean?
What's your name? Hurdles.
He said Hurdles. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got a crazy sport. It's all about you And hey, man, it's, you know, that's how you got to think sometimes once you in it, you know, once you get up there, you know what I mean? Friends be friends after this 13 seconds. You know what I mean?
I don't like you right now. Stop talking to me.
After this 13 seconds, we can be friends, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it gotta go.
13 plus 30 because I do my victory lap. So, you know,
Yeah.
45 seconds, we can talk again.
Man, appreciate you coming on here, bro. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, let us, you want to say something to the people, let us know what's coming up, what your goals is coming up as far as Syracuse. What's your goals like? What are you looking to do? You sophomore year. I know we write goals. What's your goals coming in sophomore year? You know what I mean? What's your expectations?
First, like, get my body all the way healthy.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm still not fully recovered from my surgery, but
yeah,
you know, we still.
Hold on.
yeah. He said, yeah. We try to keep all the. Yeah, we try to keep all the excuses and stuff. You know what I mean? We keep that on the hush hush, but he's not. Yeah, I be trying to tell y'all this all the time.
So I will be Jameer's translator for the remainder of the show. Go ahead, repeat that again.
I'm not fully recovered from my ACL yet.
Yeah, it takes like
Y'all Negroes ain't seen nothing yet. I've been running with a bad wheel this whole time, setting records. Imagine when I get 2 legs.
Yeah. He like I said, you going once you get, I know it. Syracuse is gonna get you there. You know what I'm saying? They are. You know what I mean? But what else you got as far as?
Once I get healthy, you know, I want to get in like the 7-4 ranges in the 60-meter hurdle. You know, that's like winning it. That's there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, making it to Division I nationals for both 60s and the 110s. And then hopefully, you know, whatever that time is, you give me the Worlds next year.
Yeah. So you just missed the Worlds by what, a 10th?
Yeah.
No, it was 100th.
100. Yeah, you just missed it this year.
If you took second place, you would have got the Worlds.
With the Worlds.
So he missed the Worlds by 100th of a second.
Stop it.
100th of a second as a freshman.
We don't want to talk about it. That's why he was pissed.
Listen. You can be mad because that's your fuel for next year, but I'm just letting everybody know how close it was to being at the world level 100th of a second. That was it.
Yeah, man. Good.
And he's still not at his top speed yet. You just heard the man say, "I'm not here. I'm still running injured."
Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Man, you anointed to do this, bro. There's no other way to paint that. I just want you to recognize that. You got a godly gift on your body, bro, and that's to run the hurdles. Some people work to get themselves to a place. Some people are actually anointed to do it and put in the work, and that's where you see superstars.
Yeah.
That's what that is. They're anointed to do that thing, and they put in the work, and that's the category you in, man. So sky's the limit, my brother.
That's what's up, man. You got anybody to thank? You cool? You thank
everybody, man.
Yeah.
All the supporters. Anybody that helped. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because they definitely, you know what I mean, helped out. Appreciate it. That's from his dad. I appreciate it too. Everybody that, like I said, even if you shared the joint or something, you know what I mean, shared it, you know, posted anything, you know, people call me about you all the time. You know what I mean? Tell them congratulations, good job, great job, you know what I mean, that you may not know about, but appreciate all of y'all, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing I learned from this interview today. Jameer don't do any chores at home anymore.
Yeah, right.
It's just a wrap for that.
Yeah, don't tell him that. You
Make up my bed. What?
Yeah. You don't tell him that. You know what I mean? Nigga be stiff for sleeping outside and shit. Why you coming, Tim? My dad be sleeping outside. Like, you know what I mean? Sleeping out there with the damn dogs and shit. But nah, that's my man. That's my bro. That's my son. Like I said, you make me proud, bro. You know what I mean? Like everybody proud. Your mom. You
can call me Mr. Brown.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, your community, everybody. Like I said, your family, everybody. Like I said, your sister Your sister might have been more nervous than anybody on the planet when you was running in the finals. She was going crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sweating. I don't know. Yo, chill out. She's like, I don't know how he does this.
Reef said, not at this house.
yeah, we ain't playing them games. You know what I'm saying? But nah.
Dude, the dishes, man.
Good mom.
The street named after me.
Yeah. Good mom.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. These are all jokes.
He need his legs. He need his legs. He ain't no good without his legs.
I have no legs. I have no legs.
Yeah, don't soup him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
don't listen to me at all.
But,
these are all jokes. These are all jokes.
Yeah, I mean, it could turn into Marvin Gaye story. I mean, that's how Marvin Gaye got two. Marvin Gaye got
the thoughts and views of this podcast.
Slapped the dad.
It's all jokes.
Thought he was too famous. Man, Dad, I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, you know that's how I have it too. That's exactly that. Marvin Gaye got too big.
Are we sitting here saying that Marvin Gaye dad told him to take out the trash? He said, nah, Dad, you take out the trash.
You take out the trash.
Are we saying that's what happened?
And then slapped him. You know,
y'all got to be able to take a joke.
But yeah, you know we get down. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight with my boy. You know, this ain't gonna be his last interview as far as with, you know, probably with us, but you know, you're doing good.
It will be if you keep talking about LeBron James GOAT.
Yeah.
Might be.
You're doing good, man. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you. You know, I ain't know how you was gonna do this interview. You know what I mean? You growing up, brother. You know what I'm saying? So proud of you. Appreciate you coming on.
He's a star when the lights comes on.
Yeah.
Chip off the old block. Because this dude is not active like this when the camera go off.
Yeah, you right.
Sugar will go from this to, yo, what's up? We'll be on our conference call. Yo, what's up?
The WB frog.
That's wild. Hello, my baby. Hello.
Man, you know, that will don't work on this show. You know what I mean? I gotta be a little. You know, people told me like, you know, loosen up a little bit. You know, you see it here. But,
excuse me.
I see that in you. Like I said, you gonna be good, bro. You know what I mean? You're a good dude, good person, good peeps. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
All of that. You know what I mean? The first thing people say is you're a good person. Hey, that's it. You know what I mean? You could have been the best athlete in the world. If you know what? There ain't nobody care nothing about you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So being a good person.
A lot of those out there, man.
Yeah, it is. So you just be a good person first. Most of the stuff fall in line. You know, you're always gonna have your obstacles and stuff, but you know, you'll run into good people if you good to them. You feel me? What you see what's just going on with you. You know what I mean? So keep being that person, bro, with the smile. Yeah, no, shit happens. Life is gonna come. It's gonna be hard time. You know what I mean? You gotta just keep rolling. You know what I mean? And move on and you see what happens. You got, like I said, with your knee, you thought you was done, bro. You know what I mean? Because I had a knee injury like that. I know what it feels like when you get a knee injury. You feel like it's over. You know what I mean? So you was down at the bottom. As far as an athlete, that's at the bottom. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't move and you're an athlete. Yeah, you done. Yeah, you depressed.
People stop checking in on you.
Yeah. You on the sideline. Yeah, he holding the clipboard and all kinds. You mad? Cause it's different, bro. But you got through it, bro. You know what I mean? So appreciate you, man, coming on the show, representing Good Peepz as you did.
Salute the Reef,
mom, Dookies. You know what I mean?
Salute the Sugar Will. Fantastic job raising an amazing young man.
Thank you. And you good? Anything else?
I'm good.
He said, I'm going down as the best Brown in history.
Yeah, he probably is, man. You probably definitely, probably right now. Yeah, right now.
As it stands right now,
you know what I mean?
I am here.
Let's just turn into Caitlin Clark on us. That ain't shit. It's just to turn into Caitlin Clark on our asses. Yeah, wait. Bug, you mean Bug?
Months Jordan.
You know what I mean? But nah, yo, good job, bro. Like I said, just stay focused, bro. You know, the talent part is easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's always been easy for us as far as this sports is easy to us. You know what I mean? It is. It's the other shit. You know what I mean? Stay focused, bro. And that's coming from me because I know.
Yo, I ain't letting none of that slide. I like how Sugar Will always is a sports come easy to us.
Yeah, it does.
Come easy to us. That's the easy part. Sports, it's like waking up. Yeah, all right, got it. Yeah, nice.
It really
This ain't about you.
It really is.
It's about him. You know, I'm gonna get a court outside. We're gonna say this is old fashioned. We're gonna play horse. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
That's how we're gonna sell the debates from now. We're gonna take the camera outside. Okay, word, horse.
Yeah, horse. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, we ain't playing no one-on-one.
Ain't gonna be nothing else and shit. But man, Double A, you got anything to say, bro?
Nah, man. I think everything that needed to be said has been said, man. Your trajectory is it can't be measured really, and you have the support system in place. You got the right people around you. This is your race to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make it no realer than that because you know on the college level, no matter how gifted you are, if you drop the ball, there is no extra credit. There is no grading curves. There's nothing like that. You put the work in, and as you've seen, that helping hand you need to get to the next level always there because you genuinely put the work in your heart postures right. So. Keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work and continue to be an example. For sure.
Frequency, we doing that joint before we go off, or we good? All right, that's cool. But listen, man, again, thank you. You know what I mean? Good times is made with Good Peepz. Appreciate you representing, you know, representing us too. Because like I said, you did go out as Good Peepz. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you definitely did us. Made us look good.
Good Peepz won the race at the Nationals.
You made us look
I'm
good,
joking.
man, because you know that fact. This getting in the finals is crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we looking at it as a whole, because we used to you winning and coming in first and second. Like, but on some realistic, getting in the finals is hard. You know what I mean? Let alone placing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I know we talking like because we seen you, but this is not normal. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think, no, I was nervous in the first trial. I knew how hard it is in the first heat. You know what I mean? I might just get through the first heat, bro. You know what I mean? Without doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? But you did it, bro. So again, good.
Shoes on. What's going on, good sir?
Oh. Pops on here. Yeah, you know, Pop on here watching, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the good mob. Appreciate y'all watching. Dennis, I got your shirt, bro. I told you, you know what I mean? I got you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, anything you good?
I'm good, man. I'm great. Good times are made with Good Peepz. I'm Double A.
I'm Sugar Will. You got
That's Superstar.
Superstar Jameer.
And Frequency behind the
Frequency in
boards.
the back. Listen, we appreciate y'all tuning in, rocking with us tonight. Till next time. Deuces. Yeah.
You want to say I had a man unit. Crazy.